What's up, everybody? I'm Dr. J, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about a hip hinge exercise, right? It's a hip hinge because we bend from the hips. All too often in modern society, lack of bending, lack of squatting, lack of all this, lack of all that, what people start to do is when they bend, they roll their spine into like this C shape. That puts a ton of pressure on the spine. It shapes the spine just like this, and it creates bad posture. And when you go to pick up from that position and pick up a load like this, it ends up hurting your back, and everybody complains about why they hurt their own back. Well, one of the reasons they hurt their back is because they're not lifting properly. They're not getting their hips involved. Everybody says lift from your knees. Well, that's wrong too, but lift from your hips and your knees, but not from your spine, okay? One way we do that, and there's many ways to do this, but what I like to do to show people this one is I'm going to put my hands onto my back. I'm going to bend my knees just like in this position, just like this, and I'm going to hinge, right? So just like we kind of like have our hand like this, we're going to hinge like this, right? If you notice, I kept my back or my fingers here flat. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put my hands on my hips, bend my knees, and I'm going to stick my butt out just a little bit, but I'm going to engage my core. When I do this, I'm going to keep my back straight, and I'm going to bend all the way. But what you can see is I'm maintaining a fairly flat back, right? I'm going to just change the angle a little bit. Just like that. And that is how to bend, right? If you look at a lot of modern societies and stuff like that, we start doing this. That's terrible for our posture. It's going to kill you. It's going to hurt your back. It's going to hurt your hips. It's going to hurt your neck. It's going to make you have bad posture, all this other stuff. But when you start to lift and you start going down like that, that's how you gain strength. That's how you gain your core. That's how you activate your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads. This is the fundamental movement that you need to master before you start doing kettlebells, before you start doing squats, before you start doing all these things. Even those people who are really seasoned and very good at these movements that I just said, the squats, the deadlifts, and all these other things, it's still valuable to go back and revisit this type of stuff to get some hip movement and spine rigidity out of that. Because again, we lift and move and generate a ton of force through our hips and our core. Mostly our hips, a little bit of our core, mostly of our hips, not from the core and the spine, right? It's way easier, for example, to hit a ball or anything like that, or generate force through this area, not here. You can't just go like this and expect to, if like you're taking a golf club or a tennis racket, just going across versus coming through like that. So the hips is where it generates force, not the back. That's how you should be lifting, and this is the hip hinge. And I'm just going to say, go ahead and go through that movement over and over and over again. And then as you get better mobility and coming through that zone, then you're going to be able to generate more force and put less wear and tear on the spine. All right, guys? I'm Dr. J. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.